What's up, FightersRep? It's Raymond Martinez, and I'm fighting Kameron Spencer December 3rd at the Commerce Casino. One time, me and one of my friends were about to get into a fight, and he was squared up on me, and I was sitting down like the way I am right now. And my dad came around the corner, and he seen that, and he got mad, called me to him, and he said, "You either fight me or you fight him. What do you want to do?" I'd rather fight the little kid than a grown man. I was nothing but 8 years old, probably 10 years old. My dad's a big inspiration. He was a street fighter, and they called him Solo. That's where the solo comes from. And all this is for my family, really. You know, fighting is fun, but I'm fighting so they don't have to. I have 3 sisters. I have both my parents. My mom's here. My dad's deported. My dad's been deported for 10 years. He's been gone since 2012. And that's kind of the motivation. I was born in Montebello, California, raised in Commerce, Montebello, Whittier, the East LA area, really. I'm very proud of where I come from. I'm very proud of being Mexican. And there's a certain machismo that comes with you. There's a certain etiquette that you have. And I like to bring that with me and carry myself that way in there. In that area, you could go a couple blocks and you're in the wrong area, you know? So being privy to your surroundings and, you know, almost being like on warrior mode, you know, you're always watching, and those things apply to fighting. You know, I'm always watching my opponent. I'm always conducting myself a certain way. There's a certain way you walk. There's a certain way you talk. Because if not, you're prey. I'm looking for the people like myself. I want to meet myself in there. I did that with Cam. He surprised me a lot. You know, I have a lot of respect for him. I want to test myself against people that have some substance to them, that are not just in there and they're going to take a loss. I want the hardest fights I can get. I don't like talking about fighting because I think about it like a gun. You're not going to know I have a gun until I'm shooting you. We're going to come forward and we're going to do what we do, and it's not going 5 rounds. I'm not looking for anything different anyway. I'm trying to knock them out. What you utter with your mouth, your actions must prove. And I believe that to be true.
This is Cam Spencer, fighting Raymond Martinez, December 3rd, FightersRep 16 at the Commerce Casino, representing Hardworx Fitness. Once again, you don't want to miss this right here. Let's go. I've been a fight fan since I was a kid. Most kids growing up in elementary school was like WWE. I was watching like Anderson Silva, Chuck Liddell, Rampage Jackson. Like, you know, like all the OGs of the fight game. Like, I never thought I'd be the person to put the gloves on myself. Shoot, it was around COVID time. Coach saw me and just said, "Would I try it out?" And just knowing me, I'm just an open-minded person. And I just said like shit, why not? And just stayed attached. I just never left. I already knew this was home. Coming from athletic backgrounds, being on different sports teams, you kind of know like what's a good environment and what's not. Obviously, good coaching comes apart with that. And he always brings the similarities between sport to sport, like how to do certain techniques. So it really helps out. Everybody from the gym comes down. We always try to pack the house. I'm not the most like outgoing person, but I for sure get out there like, "Hey, you coming down to my fight? Hey, check me out." Of course, I tell my family. I have an older brother, mom, dad. You know, most of my family is from Detroit. I didn't know how to handle it in the beginning, but I made like a post one time. Everybody was pretty supportive, saying like, "Oh, that's great, that's awesome." So, shit, I was born in Torrance, grew up like in Harbor City, Carson area. Just made me who I am today. One thing I could definitely say that helps me, and one of my major strengths, is my footwork. I've been doing footwork since I was a kid. So maneuvering around the ring, even doing such things like switch kicks and stuff like that, it really helps me out. And the composure, translating from football to fighting, trying to make sure my cardio is intact, try to stay in shape, get some hard rounds in. The jitters, all that never really got to me because it didn't really rattle me. My timing was on point, felt good, felt in good shape. It didn't hurt. I was a little dizzy, but it never was like, no, like, fuck, like, took a shot. Like, I got caught, it just hit the button. You know, it's gonna be a little boxing heavy, so obviously just, you know, work on like guard up and stuff like that. Technical, always working on technical issues. Shit, I'm pretty confident. Like, once again, if I'm not confident, there's no point in stepping up in there. 100%, I feel like I'm gonna be the person to walk out with the belt.